Imagine a magical being gave you the gift that the next task you started you'd excel at for the next 12 hours. What would you pick to do? My advice is don't underthink it. One woman found that out the hard way.
Fucked up fairy tales with Liz.
Back in the day, there lived a pair of women on the beautiful island of Rügen in Germany. These ladies were neighbors, but other than that, they were as opposite as could be. One was kind and generous, and the other was a miserly old bitch. One stormy evening, an old beggar knocked at the door of the miserly woman. "Ma'am, can you spare an old man's shelter and a slice of bread?" "You want bread? Find a job and get your own. Now get off my doorstep. The sight of you is bringing down the property value." Luckily, things worked out better for him at the sweet neighbor's home. That woman was so kind and generous, the beggar had a thank you gift for her the next morning. "Ma'am, I must repay your kindness." "Nonsense! No need to thank me." "Nonetheless, I have a gift to give. The next task you take on, you shall excel at it all day." "Well, I'll welcome anything that'll light up my to-do list, that's for sure." The woman didn't think too much on these words from the beggar. She just got to doing her chores for the day. The first thing she needed to do was sew a shirt for one of her kids. So she picked up a meager bolt of linen. Not much left, but if I skimp on the sleeves, maybe it'll work. Let's see, 2 meters. Oh, 3, more than I thought. 6, 7, much more than I thought. 10, 11, 23, 24, good Lord! The woman couldn't stop measuring fabric even if she wanted to. She pulled it off the bolt until she couldn't fit any more in her little home. She had to drag the length outside to a field next to her house. By the time the sun had set, the linen filled the field. And linen being a much-needed resource, the woman now had a regular income, being able to sell it. Now word got around to the miserly woman next door, and the kind woman shared her story. "So, all I need to do is pretend to be nice to that old tramp. When he grants me that superpower, the first thing I'm going to do is count my coins." So the neighbor tracked down the beggar, and he was happy to take the charity. Sure enough, the next morning, he granted the miserly woman the same gift. Whatever she next began, she would excel at until sundown. As soon as the woman closed the door on the man, she set her sights on her coin purse. "All right, let's get counting." "Wait! If I'm going to be sitting counting coins all day, I'd better take a whiz first." "Wouldn't that be a nightmare? Having to hold it till sundown? Ugh!" Well, friends, she wouldn't have to hold it until sundown. In fact, she couldn't have held it if she tried. For as soon as she began a whizzin', she found she couldn't stop. She filled the pot and then some. That woman pissed so hard and so fast that over the course of the day, a lake formed. And that lake created Rügen's sister island of Hiddensee. And only when the sun set was the woman relieved of relieving herself. I have to assume that she immediately died of a UTI. At least I kinda hope she did. Because there is no telling what kind of PTSD that curse would give you. This tale came to me from a lovely gentleman named Jürgen Hubert, who translated this tale in his collection, Sunken Islands, Evil Poodles. And if you'd like to hear more delightful German folklore from this book, hop on over to my Patreon. My first episode of the Season 3 podcast covers several of them. Or you can buy Jürgen's books. I guarantee either way, you're in for a good time. Okay, that's the last of my piss-poor jokes, I swear.